Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Welcome to another Facebook live stream, and if you're watching on YouTube, welcome back to the Life of Art channel. Really appreciate all the recent subscriptions and increased views on the page, on the channel I should say. I'm up to about 220 subscribers now. The subscriber number has shot up in the last month. I'm up at about, let's say 90, almost 95,000 total views of the videos. So thank you very much for all your support. You know, everybody, thank you for support with my music and for for doing my videos. Excuse me. So, as you can see, if it's in the caption, here to talk about the case that came out this week where the guy, don't remember his name now, who was the baby on the Nirvana Nevermind cover, he actually filed a lawsuit against the members of Nirvana, the surviving members, the estate, the photographer, the label. I'm sure other folks are mentioned. You know who's even mentioned in the suit, which is crazy? Chad Channing. Do you know who Chad Channing is? He is the former drummer of Nirvana. He didn't even play on Nevermind. He was out of the band for like a year probably at that point. He played on Bleach, and which has nothing to do with Nevermind. But enjoying an afternoon puff here. So, you know, I saw this article come through. The first place I saw it was Rolling Stone. And just like most of y'all, when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, what is this? I was like, brand new day, brand new wacky news story. So, the guy is suing, he's like in his 30s now, I think. And he's suing for child pornography. He's filing child pornography charges and saying that, you know, he's been traumatized by the whole thing, by the photo, by the experience. I'll tell you what, he didn't look traumatized in those anniversary photos he did, like, you know, when it was the 20th anniversary or whatever, or you know, there he is plunging in a pool wearing trunks, of course, because if he did it with his dick out, that'd be super weird and awkward and strange, and you know, that would be extremely inappropriate. And but as the, you know, naked baby that's innocent, you know, nobody, well, I shouldn't say nobody, but a good majority is gonna just see that as an innocent baby, you know, and not see anything, you know, other than that. But yeah, it's a very, very bizarre case, you know, and like, I mean, it was been talked about for days online, and you know, there has been all sorts of memes made about it and stuff. But, I mean, I think, you know, the majority of, you know, the sentiment here, you know, of people's opinions is that it's a ridiculous suit, and this guy seemed to be, you know, not banking off of it, but he was definitely taking advantage of, you know, the situation. Like I said, he would reenact the Nevermind cover on occasion for the album's various anniversaries and such. So now he's traumatized, or now he's saying this has been a detriment to his life and such. I mean, you know, first off, obviously, I mean, child pornography is repulsive. It's beyond disgusting. It's just one of the worst things ever in a society. And Kurt Cobain would be extremely appalled if he was alive and seeing this lawsuit come about. I mean, it's extremely ridiculous. You know, I'm not gonna ever downplay, you know, people's traumas and such from things like being part of trafficking or child pornography or some kind of sexual exploitation that is non-consensual. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna see how much more of this case goes, or where it goes, or how far it goes. I mean, you know, there was an article with a group of legal experts saying how, you know, how this case is not gonna you know, how this case is going to be not feasible in a court of law. Karma's a bitch. Somebody going to be mocking him like never before. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just so odd that, like, I mean, you know, people come out years after, you know, and be like, this has traumatized me for years, and now can come out and talk about it. I mean, that's nothing new, you know, and that's things that we should pay attention to. But as I said, it's been like, that album is 30 years old, and the dude is like a little over 30, you know, whatever. And, you know, he's probably, you know, all these years like, yeah, that's me on the cover, you know, and then he's taking photos of himself plunging in the pool, you know, like, you know, in a similar position and stuff. And now he just comes out and like says this. I mean, like, what prompted, you know, I mean, I have to read more into this because I'm curious, like, what prompted him to want to, you know, file this suit? You know, I mean, it looks like it's out of nowhere. I mean, who knows how long he's had this in his head? Who knows who's influenced him to go in this direction? But I mean, this guy can't ever reenact the cover again. And this guy loses, you know, the privilege, even though it's him on the cover. You know, you can't brag about it now, dude. I mean, there's no walking back on this. I mean, what are you going to say? Like, oh, you know, I didn't feel that way. I mean, you put it out there, like something this extreme, it's out there now. So, I mean, there's no turning back on this. If he does, he's a big fucking hypocrite and is going to lose complete major credibility. I mean, he's already probably lost a good portion of it, you know. I mean, just go online and see all the memes, you know, like the Van Halen, the 1984 cover from Van Halen with the baby with the wings. It says, you know, Van Halen baby kicked Nirvana's baby's ass for being a pussy, you know, and stuff like that. Or my favorite one was the Jar of Flies cover, and it says, you know, boy on the cover is suing Alice in Chains for his fear of insects now, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's all sorts of, you know, things to be said out there. You know, my friend Philip was like, well, man, you know, wait till, you know, look at the Houses of the Holy cover. And I'm like, yeah, that would be a bunch of lawsuits there too, right? I mean, it's I don't know, man. It's just really just a super frivolous lawsuit, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I mean, this guy got another moment of fame, you know. He milked up another 15 minutes of fame out of this. You know, he's been discussed now. I'm making a video about it. You know, there's an article written about it for like a few days, or a couple days at least. And you know, and then, you know, the memes and stuff and the jokes that are made online, and so, I mean, at least this guy is back in the spotlight, you know. I mean, for a stupid reason, you know. I mean, for him it's not stupid, but it really is. It's just a dumb reason, man. Like, I mean, you know, I you know, did his parents, I mean, did they see this? Did they see the photos? Did they, you know, did they okay it? Did they know where it's going to? You know, I mean, if they sit there and say, you know, I mean, if there's a claim that, like, his parents didn't know what the photos were going to or what they were using, then yeah, then that's some shady stuff. But I mean, why now? I mean, I think this is different than like Me Too stuff, you know. I mean, but it's like, seriously, why now? Especially after we've seen this guy, you know, mimic the cover several times, and I'm sure bragged about it and got free drinks and tried to get dates out of it and whatever out of it. Free tickets, free something, free swag, whatever you need to get to say, hey, I'm the Nirvana baby. I'm on the cover of one of the biggest selling albums, you know, ever. You know, one of the, or at least one of the most influential albums ever. Maybe not one of the biggest. I mean, it was a big seller, but it was definitely one of the most influential albums ever and stuff. So, well, we'll see. We'll see if anything comes further from this case and such. That's my take on it. You guys have anyone else has a take on it? Leave it in the comments and such. I'm gonna sign off. Thanks everyone for checking in, for always watching my videos. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, share the videos. I appreciate all of your support and everything, and people checking out the videos and telling me how they, you know, like, watch me do my life observations and such, day in the life kind of stuff. So I appreciate that, guys. And gonna have some more fun videos coming up for sure. I'm going to some events soon, some concerts and such. I'm gonna try to make it to a wrestling show and everything. So we'll see. Gonna have some good stuff coming up here on the Life of Art channel. So thank you again. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday and have a great weekend.